Hey all, and welcome back to Fuzzy Dirty Gaming, and a very quick video on the channel just to show my character on day one of the last event this league, which is the Shifting Stones one. I leveled through the campaign with Lightning Arrow and then switched to Tornado Shot in Act 10. Just to give it another try, I did league start test this about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Really enjoyed it. I wanted to try it in this event because trade is going to be quite difficult because there's going to be nowhere near as many people playing this event as the last one. And that's came to be the case. When I finished my campaign this morning, the 5-link chest that I wanted was like 10 to 15 chaos just for a 5-link rare chest. It's slightly come down now to sort of 3 to 5C. But I wanted to play the event to actually have some fun. So I've done the mechanic in every single zone. So it took me about 6.5 hours to level because I've obviously been doing legions as I go along. I've been doing blights. Beyond didn't really do very much because you don't really get enough density in the campaign zones to actually proc many Beyond monsters. And then Delirium I did, and I did a couple of bosses because I forgot that you couldn't get rid of the Delirium. But in the end, I think you end up not doing that. The rewards aren't brilliant, and it can be a little bit annoying if you get horrible rares and you're not really very well geared, and then you get Delirium on top of it. It was kind of a bit iffy, but everything else I did in every zone when I came across it. And then I switched to Tornado Shot in Act 10. I've then farmed on a 4-link, done all the white completion that I could to unlock the essence nodes until I had enough currency to buy a 5-link. And then I've just thrown some essences at the rest of my gear to try and get something together. And then when I started to get a little bit of currency, like 15 to 20C, I've bought some fractured bases. So I've got a ring that I need to roll here. I bought a fractured pair of resistance boots. And that's kind of it for now. I bought a 5-link chest for 5 chaos, I believe it was. And all the rest of the gear is just, you know, essence rolled gear. The bow's pretty decent, to be fair. It's got big fire, big lightning, attack speed. Then I've just crafted some accuracy on top of it. And then obviously because I've been doing the blights through the campaign, I've had a few low-level oils. So I've managed to allocate Fury Bolts on my amulet. So the 5-link I'm going at the moment is Tornado Shot, Trinity, GMP, Inspiration, and then Mirage Archer. In terms of Atlas, I've just gone for my normal, very boring Atlas tree. All the essences straight away, get some currency together, then we'll spec out to Wandering Path, and then go and fill out the map nodes and start getting map completion done. This build does need some help with gear, so I'm not bothered about rushing. I need to make sure I've got the crafting materials and currency available to actually get the build to kill pinnacle bosses would be good. I'd very much like to get my Atlas clear in this event, but I don't know how much playtime I'm going to have outside of this weekend. I sold a Beric's Respite that I dropped in the campaign. I wanted some cows for it, but I couldn't sell it, but someone offered me a Divine. Divines at this stage of the event are not particularly valuable. You're looking at like 50C. They should go up as people start to get currency and decide they might want to craft some items. And yeah, lots of decent currency. We could sell some of the bubblegum currency if we wanted to. And then the essence tab is looking pretty decent at the moment because that's what I'm farming. Whenever I get above sort of 10C, I'm putting 2C on the map device and just send myself a little bit of a buffer in case I need to buy an upgrade or something comes on the market that I think is good value. So we're level 81 at the moment. We've died plenty to DCs. The London server is absolutely horrendous at the moment. So I think I've died 4 times to disconnects and 5 times from just getting splattered because we're a Deadeye. And as I say, it was about, 6 and a bit hours to get through the campaign. I'm trolling along very slowly, so just hit 10 hours. And Atlas completion is at 32. So I have my first tier 8 map to do. I have no idea how this is going to go because the character is super squish. Oh, Maven as well. I guess we can. I'd rather not, but... So we'll go and run a quick map showcase and then I will close the video out. The POB is in the video description if anyone's interested. For leveling, you just level as any Lightning Arrow build. Havoc, Crouch and Tuner has got good videos on it. I think I've got some videos on leveling Raider and Deadeye. It's just very simple, straightforward, precise technique, and it's a breeze, especially if you do some of the mechanics in the campaign and you get a little bit of currency to craft your gear on the bench. You have a super, super smooth campaign. So we'll just very quickly check what it is, and it is Legion, which will do as well, I guess. I'm only doing this essence if it is really good, because in a tier 8 map on a dodgy 5-link setup, that's not going to feel great. Right, the Legion's over there. So we'll go and do that first. I'm not too bothered about deaths, to be honest. We're still not high enough that it matters that much if you die. Another map we haven't done. Nice. Right, there are going to be some in here, obviously. Then back round here. So we'll blitz around and do this quickly. Go back and kill these ones in here that I broke out. And then we'll go and try and find the boss. So tier 7 drop, it would be nice to get a bit of a higher map. Or we could start building up some current missions, would be good, because he's been very stingy. I think I've got about 12% chance for him to give me a mission on completion, and he hasn't given me one for quite a few maps. So as you can see, on a 5-link, the build's, you know, perfectly viable. It doesn't clear like lightning arrow, but I personally think it's got better single target. Well, I mean, it has got better single target, but it's definitely a little bit more clunky clearing. Right, I hate this boss, so I'm hoping we've got good damage. We have, if Maven didn't keep giving him shields, would be nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that DPS. And then we've got, looks like we're going to get our Eater quest line underway. So we'll quickly go and finish this map, and then we'll close up the video. It's just a very quick one just to show what I'm doing. I'm very boring. I always do Raider or Deadeye because I just enjoy them through the campaign in these sort of short events. And it's also just to reassure myself that if I decided to start TS and I roughly have a plan for what I'm going to do, that it's going to be viable. We'll take the quiver. I've not been looking out for bows, silly boy, because this would be the right item level. We've already done Curse Crypt, but it's nice to get a map. Already done Promenade, but we are building up a supply. That'll do, I think. We'll worry about a bow in one of the later maps. Yeah, so that's it for the character so far. My plans are to play a little bit tomorrow, and then if I can, eke out a few hours in the evenings after work, and just see if we can get the Atlas clear on a reasonable budget, hopefully switching to crit when we get some gear crafted. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and see you in the next one.